All right, this is Mike Fitzgerald of Fiendish Films with the new episode of The Fiends, coming to you live from the second annual Syracuse Horror Sci-Fi Garage Sales, and I'm here with the founders of the event, David Royal, and in no particular order, Jason West. So I was here with you guys last year, was with Westcott. Yeah. Great time. We had to come back, and never got a chance to ask you guys why you guys started this event.
You want me to take that?
All right, there you go. Why? All
right, well, I had recently had a daughter at the time, and I've been a pretty big collector since I was 13 years old. Never took stuff out of package, always tried to keep things pristine, and figured it would be a good time to start getting rid of it to try to, get some money for the house that we just bought and whatnot. And I know a lot of people who are trying to get rid of their own collections, and I know it gets kind of expensive at an actual convention to set a table up, so I thought it'd be a great idea to start a sale where, the first year we... You want me to stop?
No, they can come in, don't worry. It's the Fiends. This is how we do it. Okay, come on.
Hold on.
I know.
Lovely wife pizza. I love women with food. All right.
The first year I decided that we would make the sale completely free, and we'll always have our sales be free to get into, just because I wanted to get our name established, and the second year we're pretty much doubling what we did the first year, and we're coming with a new production company this year and trying to get the Vultra video thing started. I'll let Dave say some words about it.
All right. Dave's gonna. Well, actually, before we get into Vultra video,
sure.
How did you become involved in the sci-fi? Garage sale?
Jason and I had a mutual friend at the time, and he kind of introduced me to Jason, and our friendship kind of blossomed from there. And I kind of started out as just being like an artist, really, to the garage sale, making posters and things like that. And the second year came around, and he kind of needed someone to step up and help him with things. So I figured, I'll help him out and do as much as I can. Do a couple posters here and there, and try to set up the event and get things rolling.
This sale would 100%.
I'll hold it. I'll just direct it.
This sale 100% would not happen if I didn't have Dave by my side. All the posters themselves, I think, are a huge draw. Just the editing, just everything. He's a huge lifesaver, and I don't know how to thank him more, but he's a great guy.
Are you tearing up right now?
Yeah,
they're welling up. They're welling up.
He'll be my best man at the wedding this year, so I'll be right by.
Congratulations. Yeah. That was Jason's lovely wife who just walked by.
It's next year.
All right, cool.
That's us the role as a guy, is to forget things like that, so it's all right.
Now, he said you were the editor, and that is in regards to your other endeavor, Vultra Video.
Definitely.
Now, how did this come up, Vultra Video come about?
Kind of a funny story how the name Vultra Video came about. I was actually at work, and Jason and I were kind of tossing some ideas back and forth for names. And he came up with the idea of a Vulture Video, kind of like a play on
Vulture Valley Video. What was the original one?
Yeah. And sometimes when I say words, I kind of mumble. I'm like blah blah. And I told a coworker, I was like, oh, Vulture Video, like Vultra Valley Video, and it sounded like I said Vultra. And it's kind of how it all came to be, I guess.
It was by fluke that we got this name, because the coworker misheard it, and when she said it, it actually flowed off the tongue pretty easily. So we were just one day we were at work, we were throwing around names for just like really bad 80s films that we thought would be funny, and like all of a sudden the Fumigator popped out of it, and literally like maybe that night or the night after that, Dave and me came over and we sat down and knocked a script out in like 2 hours, and then we just started filming from there. So yeah.
Now, this all began with a poster too.
Yeah. Funny idea, a funny way the poster came to be was actually showing Stacy, just kind of an idea of how I make posters. And I was literally just throwing stuff together. I'm like, like how would the Fumigator be? Just, you know, what would he be doing on like a Saturday night or something? So the idea I originally had for like envisioning what the Fumigator looked like was John Goodman from Arachnophobia when he's got his gray outfit on.
Oh, I see that now.
So what I did is I Googled an image of John Goodman, kind of placed it around, messed with it a little bit. I had a few iterations of the poster. If you want to see him sometime, I'll show it to you.
It's right there. We can grab it.
Well, we can also just put it up in the frame. We have the technology. Okay. Now speaking of which, you guys shot it all on VHS.
Yes, thanks to you.
Thanks to Fiendish Films. Thank you. There you go. Hey, appreciate it.
The original film.
We're good. Yes. I'm the before. I'm the before, and you're the after.
I am the after.
There you go.
The very fat after.
So why VHS?
VHS is making a comeback. It's definitely a huge resurrection this year. They actually just did a convention, VHS only convention in Stroudsburg not too long ago. We have someone here shooting a VHS documentary, and me and Dave are pretty much super obsessed with 80s shot on video. You know, it just the really crappy effects, and I don't know. We wanted to try to achieve that. So
it's a nostalgia factor too, because you know, growing up, Jason and I, we've talked, you know, how we got into horror, and we both have the same sort of upbringing. You know, watching horror films as kids. You know, we're like, oh man, I remember the first horror movie I saw. Man, it was ridiculous. You know, it's a lot of the nostalgia factor there, and you know, you see something like the Fumigator, and you're like, man, that looks familiar. But then again, it doesn't, you know, because we try to do everything 80s style, and just.
Now, what did you have to have? What aspects of the trailer, the film, did you have to make it that you felt you had to have to make it authentic to that era?
We wanted to go for the 80s. I don't know if we achieved it with a lot of stuff we did. I think we just kind of stopped worrying about it after a while, but I mean, the Fumigator popping up on the screen like multiple times, that's a must of the 80s, you know. The really washed out effect of the movie, the really bad effects. I don't know.
All practical. There's no digital. I really do not like digital CG blood or anything like that.
And you ended up under the most amount of blood, didn't you?
It's not an easy achievement either. Dave, I think that was the worst day of Dave's life, because when we were mixing the blood, this guy right here decided that we would put super spicy Doritos in there, and didn't even think about like pouring blood on his face, and it started getting in his eyes, and it was just all downhill from there the rest of the day.
They started dripping up on my eye. They're like, all right, this is stage 2 of your melt. You need to start falling down and getting some blood on your face. I'm like, all right, let's do this. And I'm like, yeah. All of a sudden it starts dripping in my eye. I'm like, whatever, it's just Caro syrup. I'm like, right in my eye, it started stinging. I'm like, ah.
So the Fumigator is a faux trailer length film, and this is kind of almost a test to move on to a feature, and that's going to be
gorgeous.
We
are currently in the very early stages of writing. We actually have a sign-up sheet here with auditions and everything, but we're gonna go for an 80s style female revenge flick. So it's gonna be a test, because when I started writing it originally, we didn't have the Vultra company established, and I was writing it as a modern day film, and now I have to actually go back and rewrite it as an 80s day film. So it's going to be a test to see what we can do, but I think we're actually going to bring a friend down from Ohio to do the effects on this one, because I really want to go all out with this. And the main goal when I started writing this film was that I wanted it to be like a super gore film, like just extreme blood. So that's what we're going for this time around. So, but
it'll be good. Good, clean fun.
All right, cool. Well, we all look forward to seeing it, and I look forward to helping you guys in any way that I and Fiendish Films can help you.
Indeed.
And congratulations on your trailer premiere. Congratulations on this great event, and we look forward to coming back next year. We look forward to seeing you there too. Good night.